In part 2 of this video series on how to work with classic tweens in Flash, we edited the first animation so that it turned from this to this. Here in part 3, we're going to edit the animation once again. Instead of having it move this way, we're going to make the circle move in this direction instead. We won't be adding any more keyframes in order to change this animation. Instead, we'll just be editing the position of the circle in each of the already existing keyframes in our Flash animation. Let's begin. In the previous videos, I mentioned that these keyframes are like points that represent the position of the circle at a specific point in time. This first keyframe represents point A, which shows the circle here in this location. This second keyframe represents point B, and here we see the circle in this location. This third keyframe is for point C, and you see the circle here. And this last keyframe is for point D, where the circle has moved to its final location. If we want to change the movement of the circle in this animation, then we'll just have to change the location of the circle in each of these 4 points. We just change it from this to this. As you can see, for both of these examples, the paths that the circle takes both have 4 main points. The only thing that's different is the location of the circle for each point. For this one, the circle is here at point A, while for this one, the circle is here, and so on. So if we want to edit the location of the circle at each point, all we have to do is go to each of the 4 keyframes and change the circle's position. So I'll click on the first keyframe and move the circle here. Then I'll click on the second keyframe and move the circle here. And then we have the third keyframe. And lastly, we have the fourth keyframe. That's all we have to do. The classic tweens in between the keyframes will automatically adjust the animation to reflect the new position of the circle at each point. And now, let's test the movie.